Hello, I'm Madison Baldacci. I'm a paralegal with the Legal Aid Society.
An attorney. Good afternoon. My name is Emma Sholl, and I'm an attorney at Legal Aid Society, and we are happy to present to you this afternoon about pandemic EBT benefits. First, I'd like to give you some information about the Legal Aid Society. The Legal Aid Society is a nonprofit law firm that serves low-income clients. Our mission is to enforce, advance, and defend the legal rights of low-income and vulnerable people. Legal Aid Society has 8 offices, and we serve 48 counties under those 8 offices. We handle civil cases, and this includes consumer cases, employment and reentry cases, family law cases that deal with domestic violence, immigration cases, health benefits and education cases, and housing and tax cases. The way we help our clients is a range from community education events such as this Facebook Live to in-person legal clinics and representation in court. To access our services, you can call our 1-800 number. You can also visit our website, and we have the following free legal phone clinics coming up as well. You can also reach us through our numbers to our local offices, which are listed here. We also wanted to give you the names of some other nonprofit organizations across Tennessee that may be able to help. For example, our legal aid office covers Middle Tennessee, but there are actually 3 other legal aid offices across Tennessee, which are Memphis area,
There is a legal aid office in Memphis, one in West Tennessee that is for legal services, a legal aid office in East Tennessee. You could also get help at the Tennessee Fair Housing Council. You could use any of these resources for other help that the Legal Aid Society cannot give you.
I apologize for the technical difficulties, but it looks like I'm back. Just lastly, we wanted to give the following disclaimer. All the information that we're going to give today is just general information, and it does not constitute legal advice. And further, it doesn't form an attorney-client relationship. So with that, we'll get to our topic today, which is pandemic EBT for Tennessee students.
What is pandemic EBT?
So pandemic EBT is a nutrition program administered by the Tennessee Department of Human Services to reimburse families for the meals that students missed when the schools were closed because of the coronavirus pandemic. And there are currently 2 rounds of PEBT being issued.
Who's eligible for PEBT?
In order to be eligible, students must have attended a Tennessee school in the spring of the 2019 to 2020 school year or in the fall of the 2020 to 2021 school year. They have to have attended a school that had a delayed start, was closed, or operated virtually for at least 5 consecutive days. And in addition, they need to have been enrolled in free and reduced price lunch program and or attended a community eligibility program school. And it's important to note that a Social Security card, a Social Security number is not required to get these benefits. They are available to students of all immigration statuses, and you do not need to be on Families First or the food stamp program to be eligible for pandemic EBT benefits.
Emma, you mentioned a community eligibility provision school. What exactly is that?
So a community eligibility provision school, or CEP for short, is a low-income school in which all enrolled students receive free breakfast and lunch. And students at a CEP school do not need to individually apply to receive this free breakfast and lunch. And what this means for pandemic EBT is if your child attends a CEP school, then your child is eligible for a pandemic EBT card. So what that means is if your child attends a CEP school, a card will be automatically sent to your child at that school. And as I mentioned before, our office covers 48 counties across Middle Tennessee. And at this moment, I'm just going to read out the names of the counties that contain a CEP school. So if you are a parent in one of these counties, and they're also listed at the bottom of our screen, please go to our website where you can find the list of all the CEP schools. So the counties are Anderson, Bedford, Claiborne, Campbell, Coffee, Cumberland, Davidson, DeKalb, Fentress, Franklin, Giles, Grundy, Jackson, Lawrence, Macon, Murray, Morgan, Roane, Robertson, Rutherford, Scotts, Trousdale, Union, Van Buren, White, and Warren. So again, we'll post a link where you can, if your child attends a school in this county, we'll provide a link where you can see if your child attends a CEP school, which means they'd automatically get a card. And just a reminder, these are the only, the schools on our website are the only CEP schools in our service area in Middle Tennessee. So it wouldn't include a CEP school, in Memphis or in Knoxville, only in Middle Tennessee.
And you also mentioned that there are currently 2 rounds of EBT going on. What exactly is the difference between round 1 and round 2?
So for round 1, that is to reimburse families for the meals that they missed in March, April, and May of the 2019 and 2020 school year. And the first round of EBT, so round 1 of PEBT, has been sent to the school that your child attended in the spring of 2020. And in order to access this card, you will need to work with the school to get it to your child. And you should contact them to get some more information. Round 2, on the other hand, is meant to pay families back for the meals missed in August and September of the 2020 and 2021 school year. So Madison, how much do families get in PEBT benefits?
So for round 1, families should receive $250 in PEBT benefits for each eligible child. That is equal to about $5.70 a day per missed day of school. Round 2 is for round 2, eligible children will receive $5.86 per day for each missed day. How much money is on round 2 PEBT cards may vary because it will depend greatly on how many days of school the child missed during August and September.
Okay, and how do families get these PEBT benefits?
To receive the first round of PEBT benefits, families should contact the school the student attended in the spring of 2019 and 2020. If you received SNAP and Family First benefits in June of 2020, the PEBT benefits should have been automatically added to your EBT card in a form of 2 payments back in June. You do not need to take any additional steps at this time if you were receiving Families First or SNAP benefits in June of 2020. If you applied for PEBT benefits before the August deadline, you should have already received the PEBT card and you do not need to do anything else. If you are receiving Families First, SNAP, or you applied before the August 14th deadline and you have not received your PEBT benefits for the first round, please contact the Legal Aid Society and we will do our best to help you resolve that issue. As for round 2, the second round.
So
Yes.
Madison, just to be clear, it sounds like there were 3 different ways 3 different opportunities to get these benefits. The first one is if you were receiving food stamps already, they should have been automatically on your card. Second, you could have applied for the August 14th deadline, but if you missed that, now your third chance is the cards could be sent to your child's school. Is that correct?
That is correct. As for the second round, it's much simpler. The card will be sent to the address listed on at your child's school. All qualified students will receive a new EBT card, even if you currently receive food stamps.
Okay. What do you need to bring when you go to pick up the PEBT card at your child's school?
When you go to pick up the PEBT card at your child's school, you may need a valid form of identification. That does not have to be a government issued ID. It could be a work ID, a driver's license, any other thing that contains your name and your photograph.
Okay. And is there a deadline for parents to pick up this card for their children?
Yes, there is a deadline for parents to pick up the first round of PEBT cards from the school. Families will have 30 days from the date the card was delivered to the school to pick up their round 1 PEBT card. We know that most of these cards were delivered to the schools between August 19th and October 19th and October 30th. So it's really important that you reach out to your school as soon as possible.
And what are the guidelines for using a PEBT card? What can you use this card to do?
PEBT cards can be used to purchase food. And families have 1 full year to use the benefits on their PEBT card once they're activated. Families will need to call to activate the PEBT card, and it will ask you there for the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. But the PIN for all of these EBT cards, which is 000, you do not need to enter your child's last 4 digits of the Social Security card. Okay,
and are there going to be any PEBT benefits in the future, or is there just going to be round 1 and round 2?
There may be PEBT benefits in the future, made available to families who are enrolled in the free or reduced price lunch program. If your student is not currently enrolled in the free or reduced price lunch program, but is qualified to participate, you should enroll them as soon as possible to make sure you're able to get the future PEBT benefits programs. If you need additional information, the best way to receive that is by contacting the school your child attended in the spring of 2020. They will have more exact deadlines and details about the PEBT program and how it's being handled at that school. If you have any issues or general questions regarding the PEBT program, you can contact DHS at their 1-800 number or at their number listed on the screen, or you could go to their website, tn.gov/human services. If you have any issues receiving your PEBT cards, please give the Legal Aid Society a call at 1-800-238-1443. If you have any other questions, you could also contact us at that same 1-800 number and we'll be able to help you, or you could put them in the comments now.
So I'm just looking through the comments, Madison, and it doesn't look like we have any questions right now. So just on a closing note, we just want, our main message is if you want to know if your child is eligible for this nutrition card, please call the school your child attended in spring of 2020. And if you run into any issues, if the school doesn't know what you're asking about with the nutrition card, or if they say that your child's card is missing, or if you just want to know if your child that would automatically receive the card, then please just call us at Legal Aid.
We would be happy to help you. And we want to ensure that your child is getting their PEBT benefits. We know this is a difficult time for families, and we know how important these benefits can be. We do want to stress again that the information provided today does not and is not intended to constitute legal advice. Instead, all information, content, and materials available are for general informational purposes only. This does not contain any sort of, or this does not develop any sort of client-attorney privilege between us. I hope that this information was helpful to you, and we hope that you will join us for future Facebook Lives about other issues.
Thank you.
Thank you.